Good morning, everyone. It's Monday. It's a new week. New week. Last week in February 2025. 2 months in the books already. Goodness gracious. Time just goes like water, it seems. I have done a few things this morning just to kind of get a little bit ahead because I'm running behind this morning. I've done all my prep, my moisturizer, my primer. I've done my under eye corrector. I've also done my foundation, which was my Fenty tinted moisturizer. And I've done my brows. So let's get finished here. Obviously, I'm wearing blues today. I'm wearing blues in honor of my mother today. It is her heavenly birthday today, and I definitely wanted to dress in her favorite colors, navies, royal blues, all of those colors were her favorite. So that's what we're doing today. Um, I've got all that done, so we're going to come in with our powder, and we're going to seal up our wet products. Hope everybody had a joyous, restful, productive weekend, and you got some really good downtime, some rest and relaxation as we head into the end of winter. It's been a very cold winter here in Texas, here in the Houston area. We've had two very cold sessions, if you will, 4 days each, where we were below freezing, and that is for Houston very rare. We've actually had snow twice, which is, I think Houston has had snow this year, but we sure did. And great thing about that here in the Houston area is when we get those really cold days, spring is beautiful because it kills everything. It gets rid of all the bugs and stuff that are here in the Houston area. So really cold weather like that is always welcome because we killed all the mosquito larvae and all the bugs and all the stuff. So very glad that we had a cool, cold winter. So I've got all that on. Now I'm just going to come in with my setting powder, and we're just going to, this is my Revlon translucent powder, and we're just going to prep this area right in here with this loose powder. Why I'm doing this is I'm adding another layer of loose powder, so when I add my eyeshadow, if I get fallout, it's easier to get it off. It's really the only reason adding that right there. So today I'm going to be using my Cookies and Dream. This is an ELF palette. It's a beautiful palette. It's been around a long time. I don't know if it's still available. I don't know if they're making it still, but it has been around quite a while. And we are going to start with the lighter color, just for top right here, just right up in this area, right underneath my brow. And then down here against my nose. Really make sure this stays nice and bright and I don't get any blue shadowing here. Okay. I am going to do blue on the lid today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to mix the shimmer and the matte. I'm going to put that on the lid. I'm going to come back here in a minute with a darker color and do some transitional coloring. But right now, I just want this really light blue on the lid. And there is fallout. So I'm going to immediately sweep fallout because it is blue. I don't want it to attach to my skin. It would be harder to get off. So you're going to go ahead and just do that immediately. Bit more color up here. More ones with that, make it even. Okay. Beautiful. Now I'm going to get a small brush. And we're going to outline. I'm going to show you the colors I'm using here in just a second. Outline dark blue. Got a definite shimmer to it as well. And again, we're going to sweep away. It is blue. Blues are notoriously the one color that I think get more fallout than any other. Beautiful blue. My beautiful mom. Miss her so much. Give anything to have a conversation with her about all the things that are going on in my life. You know, she sees them, but not the same thing to not have her here to talk about them. Let's see, how does that color? Does that look even? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna just take a little bit more of that dark blue. I'm gonna put it right in here. Just creating a little bit of a horseshoe effect. Not up. I'm just kind of doing this sort of like this. And then like this over here. Just to give a little bit of definition out here on the outer edge. And then we're going to come back in with the lightest color again, and we're going to go right here with it. It's important for me to get that really light corner. Make sure I pop and get that really light corner right there. Okay. So today we used the light color right here. We combined these two blues for the lid area. And then this darker blue, this one up here, is the one that I used to outline and put in the transitional area. And I'm just seeing, does that look? I think I need just a tad bit more on one side. Doesn't look quite even. Okay, done. And then we're just gonna do our finishing powder again. Want to make sure that we sweep away any remaining blues from underneath. Down the nose. Beautiful. Nose is running again. And then let's put on our lipstick, which is a Revlon product today. And this one is, get the color for you. Can never remember this one. Sassy Mauve number 463. I should, Revlon Coloration. It is in my, definitely in my go-to daily lipstick. And then we're going to be using our Milani Baked Blush. Color on this one is Dolce. All right, that is done. Get all this cleaned away here so I don't spill it, make a mess. And then let me get my mascara. We are using my L'Oreal Panorama to put a really good curl down here. Do two curls. I do one at the base of the lash, and then I do one sort of at the top of the lash. So you get the full curl all the way up the lash. Cover up my loose powder before I spill it all over the place. I did want to just mention, I am really loving this new concealer that I got, that I talked about last week at the end of the week. It's beautiful. It feels so great underneath your eyes. It's got this cooling mechanism on it, and I did put it in the refrigerator over the weekend to see if I noticed a significant difference, and I absolutely did. Definitely helped with the feeling of puffiness under my eyes. So, food for thought. I'm going to try to keep it if I can. I think I might move my little makeup refrigerator out here, keep it in it, because it definitely helped to, still looks like that's not even. I don't think you guys can see what I'm looking at, but let it sit for a minute. All right, let's start underneath each lash, start at the base. And then we want to really let the wand do its magic. Curl, coat, comb, cover the curl. Lock it into place. Work on this. It'll break that shoulder, man. Same over here. Go underneath to the very base of each lash. I try to do 2 coats. I do this coat, try to get it really, really on each, starting down at the bottom, and then I'll come back after I do the bottom lashes and go to the ends of the lash to get that length and extension. But I really want to comb, separate, and coat the bottom to lock in that curl. And then we'll come back and do another coat at the very end to get that extension and to the bottom here. I haven't mentioned this to you guys, but I do a podcast twice a week, and it's a called Conversations at Carrie's Corner, and it is a place to come and talk about the things in our world, our societies, our neighborhoods, our lives, our families that we are challenged with, and feel like in our societies, not just here in the United States but worldwide, we have lost the ability to talk to each other. I mean, really talk. I don't know when we got to the point where we lost the ability to disagree civilly. Look, we're all not going to agree. We're all individuals. We all have our own things that shape us as people and personalities, and there's no possible way that we could all agree with each other. And that's what makes the world such a beautiful, interesting place, is that we are all different. But we've forgotten how to talk to each other calmly, civilly, rationally, respecting each other's opinion. So I started this podcast in hopes to get the dialogue started. Start talking about topics that affect so many people, and just give a perspective on those topics, and invite you to respond to the podcast through the commenting section that is available on Spotify and here on YouTube as well. My channel here at YouTube is more than just makeup. Of course, that's one of the things that I do, but I also post lifestyle. I also post interior design, political commentary. And so you can see my podcast here at YouTube. You can also see it on Spotify. And I would love to get some feedback. I would love to know what challenges in your life do you struggle with, and talk about those. Because you would be surprised how many people are all dealing with the same thing, but just in different versions of the same challenge. And talking to each other about it is a great way to help all of us bring our community and our country back together. I feel like our country has been torn apart. And if I can be a catalyst to help bring people back together, then, I'm going to do it. And Carrie's Corner is very dear to me. It was the name of a business that my mother had. Obviously, it's my name, and she had a business when we lived in Miami, Florida, called Carrie's Corner, and she was wildly successful. So it's also in honor of her. Um, Obviously, she was one of the most important, it's the most important person in my life because she was my mother, and I learned everything from her. And just brushing the brows up a little bit here. Blend in that color a little bit. Make sure we are all where I want them to be. And that is it today. Glorious new week, new Monday, new beginning. Time to reset, recharge, refocus, get out there and make it all happen. Get the shaking, the rattling, and the rolling all going and make it a spectacularly productive week wherever you are. Watch the weather, of course. Always check your surroundings. Please never ever take anything or anybody for granted because there's a lot of evil in the world, and you got to make sure that you always protect yourself and know your circumstances, know your surroundings, because there is so much evil in the world. Just don't ever take any situation for granted or assume anything. No, find your facts. Check the weather before you leave, all those good things. I hope it is a spectacular day and week. I can't wait for the week to get here and get rolling. I'm headed to see my dad at the end of the week, so I'm so excited about that. Lots of good things happening. I hope good things are happening in your world too. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Blue Monday in honor of my beautiful blue-eyed mother who is in heaven in paradise. And I miss her so. I'd give anything to, that saying, I'd give anything for 5 more minutes. So true. Always tell those in your life how much they mean to you because tomorrow is never a guarantee for anybody. Don't waste it. Let them know. I appreciate you and thank you for being part of this community. Have a wonderful week. Everything will be in the description. Please share, forward, comment, do all that good stuff. And please check out my podcast. I would love to hear from you on what topics you would like me to discuss on my podcast. Makeup techniques, family, love, relationships, politics, whatever. Everything is on the table. Everybody's opinion counts. It must be respectful at all times. And let's get the conversation started. Let's get back together in this country. Because united we stand, divided we don't. So let's get unified again. And let's help each other get there along the way. I will see you the next time. This is Carrie from Texas. God bless, love you, and I will see you the next time. Have a great day.